going into the day was incredible. Jill's a nurse. She is always prepared for the worst because she knows what the worst can be. And we know that every single birthing experience is different. Every delivery experience is different. We've got to hear about Will's 48-hour scenario.
48-hour labor.
With sweet Charles sitting at 4 centimeters.
Buddy,
and
when you texted me and said we're at 4 centimeters right now,
I texted Will because let's skip to that. I'll skip to that point. We fall asleep. We both fell asleep the very first night. So we get in there. I was blessed with a recliner chair.
You son of a bitch.
I know.
Dude. You had a recliner?
I didn't even want to say it.
Are you even a Papa Seal?
Not
if you didn't sleep on the couch?
If you have your master's in Papa Team 6, I am quite literally freshman year of my undergrad in Papa Team 6.
We need to make something where you can put like the little patches.
Oh, yeah.
And
dude.
so you almost know like, he experienced the couch.
You're a 5-star general.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
You ain't going to get that patch.
No, I'm a private. I'm a buck private in Papa Team 6. And I'm sitting in
you got to skip the line. You get a recliner. Hey, let me say this. Good for you. I am happy for you. I am a little envious.
Yeah.
I know a lot of dads out there swinging at the air right now, pounding on their steering wheel.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have to sleep on a couch?
I sent it to the boys I have a college group chat. Shout out Mike Evans. They'll know what that means. But I sent that picture of the recliner. I'm sure some of those dads in there, what the fuck?
Fuck this.
Of course,
it's almost
Sherman
like that's how you earn your stripes.
Oh, yeah. Now, that was the delivery room. I will say, post-delivery room, no recliner. Couch was terrible. But
how long were you in this post-delivery room?
Oh, a full day into the night, and then another full day to about 7 p.m. So
you slept on the couch?
Slept on the couch.
Are you lying to me?
Not lying to you.
Are you lying to me?
I'm not lying to you. I can call Jill if I need to.
You slept on the couch?
She might tell you that I slept too much on the couch.
Okay, all right.
She might tell you I slept too much on the couch.
Buddy, anytime we FaceTime, you look vibrant.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We had what did somebody...
They said
somebody on here, yeah, Sean was like 12 hours is insane. You talking about how you slept 12 hours last week? My 9-month-old boy is teething right now, and we woke up 6 times last night. It's all part of it. Hope everything goes well, Sherm.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let you know, Sean. It sounds like everything went very well for our boy.
Yeah,
for our boy Sherm.
Sherm's doing great. Sherm's
doing
great.
You mentioned you got a mani-pedi while you were in the.
I did. We have the Roku stick. Huge dad hack. We brought the Roku stick in there so we could stream.
Smart.
It was incredible. We got Tommy Boy rolling on the TV. Jill had never seen Tommy Boy. Shout out Tommy Boy.
Nice.
But Jill's overall note was, I want to have fun and keep the mood light going into labor. That is my only assignment to you, Sherman, is I want to keep it light. And I don't know if people that follow me on Twitter or Instagram saw that college football hype video style. I put it to Skrilla.
Oh, buddy, it was awesome. I loved watching it.
Made that hype video. I didn't show it to her right before delivery, as I'm sure people that saw that were reading it and going, this fucking
My
psycho.
question I have is, was she the one filming you?
She wanted to, yeah. She wanted to film me.
Okay.
So that shot
when you're sitting there in your headphones and going, I'm like laughing to myself, thinking, are they at the hospital right now? And Trip's like, hey, Jilly Bean, you mind just hitting a little recording for me as I just kind of sit with my headphones on?
There's 4 people in the waiting room watching it go down too, and they're probably looking at us like, these fucking idiots.
Hey, just a quick timeout. Are people hearing this?
I would assume they hear the rain, but not to the degree that would be like...
It's pretty loud.
Right now it is. But even with the AC that was like running in the back, it just got even louder.
I know.
We might want to wait for it to die down just a little bit, or we can press on. Take 5?
We can take 5, but we got to keep it under an hour.
Fuck.
All right, we're back. Sorry for the quick interruption. It was... As a dad would say, it was raining cats and dogs outside. It's raining cats and dogs outside. If you see, I got some rain on me right now, but we had to adapt. We had to improvise. We had to overcome. As is parenting.
Yes. Welcome to For the Dad's new studio.
Yeah. We had to just get on the bus because it helps with the sound. As the rain was getting so loud, I don't know if you guys were hearing it in your audio, but it gets so loud, Sherm's voice gets a little bit more faint. So we had to make a pivot. We had to make a call because we got to keep this under an hour.
We got to keep it under an hour.
We got to keep it under an hour.
I told Jill 2:30. It's 1:43.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
We'll keep it under an hour.
And if not, I don't want to talk hypotheticals. I don't want to talk hypotheticals.
Honey, I love you. I'm going to make it to that.
But if you're home at 2:37,
that's fine.
It's a dad loss.
Dad loss.
Good for the show.
Great for the show.
But we had to make a change. So we're in a different studio right now. We're on the Bussin' with the Boys studio. I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. But sometimes you gotta adapt when the environment, the elements get to you.
Yeah.
We got some elements. Sometimes you're going to want to be at a pool thinking you're going to be at the pool for about 4 hours and it's going to cut short and go to 2 because someone's losing their mind. I'm talking to you, Rue. But carry on with your story. I kind of forgot where we were. But I did have a what are the odds.
Oh, you have a what are
I had a what are the odds.
I like that.
I had a what are the odds. Shout out the partner FanDuel in the background. But I had a what are the odds. What are the odds that Jill stayed at Fort? We got somebody coming in.
Is that Mitch?
No, it's Matt. Yeah, we're recording.
Hey, shout out Matt. Intern Matt.
What are the odds that Jill sat at 4 centimeters over under an hour? What are the odds that you had an incredibly smooth delivery? One that a lot of parents would be jealous of.
One that people legitimately would get angry about. Like when I FaceTimed you yesterday and you were checking in on the fam and how'd it go? Blah, blah, blah. Like it hurt a part of me to tell you how our experience went.
Because it was so good.
It was
Which
so
is
good.
what everybody wants.
Which is what everybody
wants. If
wants.
you have an experience like I'm thinking like mine, like who knows how it's going to go in there. Then you hear how great everything was. If anything, as a dad, I don't want to tell Charo how smooth it went.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be, I'm just kidding. She's going to be so pissed off.
But truly. I mean, for some of these moms and stuff, like they get there too late. They don't get their epidural.
But everybody hopes for the delivery you're about to tell us about.
Of course. And Jill, I mean, absolutely kills it. One of my favorite moments I'll never forget is we both fall asleep. Jill, though, is like sleeping in hour intervals or like an hour 30 interval because nurse is coming in and checking her.
Yeah.
Because they gave her the induction in the mouth. And I forget the name of that pill, but that's not the Pitocin.
Pitocin?
It's not it's the one before Pitocin.
Pre-Pitocin pill.
Pre-Pitocin pill. So they give her pre-Pitocin pill. It didn't really do anything. So during the middle of the night, while I'm snoozing on recliner being dad of the year, hey,
sweetheart, I just edited up this video. You did a great job. I'm going to pass out.
Which is literally what I did.
You good over there? You mind if I get some shut eye? You're doing great. I'm tired.
I'm in the recliner doing this. I'm going like this here in the bed. I'm holding her hand. I like truly was so comfy, dude. It's kind of insane how well it was.
And this is you in the recliner.
Yes. This is me in a recliner with Jill brought these like silk pillows and I have a Barefoot Dreams blanket. Like,
I'll tell you what, your survival kit was ready to go.
Because of Jilly Bean. I mean, Jill was so freaking dialed, dude. And when we have more time, I want to do a full survival kit breakdown to everybody because it looked like we were going on a 2-week vacation with those bags that we were bringing in. We used every single thing we brought. And I swear to God we did. Because the luggage, it may look like that was all clothes. It was really like a ton of gear. Burp cloths, diapers. What is it called? A preemie diaper. Because Scarlett was tiny. 5 pounds, 7 ounces when she came out. 5 pounds, 7 ounces. She's smaller than a baby doll. And so we're having to use the preemie diapers and all this stuff. But we'll do that another time. And like that could even be a great, like if Jill wanted to do a call in or something of going through a survival kit.
We need to have the wives on.
Yeah.
People calling for it. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Jill's survival kit was nutso, dude. And so like we really were set up for the absolute worst that thank God never happened. And so My favorite moment was waking up at like 6 a.m. and it was truly like the scene in Saving Private Ryan where he loses his hearing on the beach and that guy's and says, "What do we do now, sir?" Jill's like over me. Netflix says, "Are you still watching?" Blah, 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 like on the screen. And she's like, "Honey, I'm contracting." Yeah. And I get out of the recliner. She's doing the... So what, unbeknownst to me in the middle of the night, that thing that they put in her mouth, they then did it in the downstairs later that night to see how that would go. Well, she went from she showed up 2 centimeters dilated. And for the dads at home, that's just the cervix, which is kind of the gate that the baby has to go through to enter into the opening where the baby's going to come out. So she shows up at a 2. That little thing that they inserted got her to a 4. Nurse comes in, checks her. She's at 4 centimeters. In my head, I go, oh, fuck. Because we have a family friend that's at 4 centimeters as well for a long time. Not as long as Charo, but a long time. So I hear 4 centimeters. I think of you and I think of our family friend. I text you and I say, we're at 4 centimeters. And in my head, it's like, we're at 4 centimeters. We're at 4 centimeters. And I'm just like, oh no, that like,
this is the trigger number.
Oh, please, please, please. So then they hit her with the Pitocin. We go about 3 or 4 hours. All of a sudden, Jill is like, I really feel pressure. Like, Sherman, I feel pressure. And it feels like I need to poop. And they say that if you feel like you need to poop, you're going to have your baby. And so she tells nurse, it's only been 3 hours since the Pitocin. So nurse is kind of like, we'll get the midwives in here in a little bit. We'll have them check you. And then she kind of stopped and she looked at Jill and she was like, how much pressure? And Jill was like, a lot of pressure. Well, she gets her flashlight out, goes underneath the hood, goes, we'll get the midwives. Midwives come in, they go fully dilated. She went from 4 to 10 in 3 hours.
Oh my god.
4 to 10 centimeters in 3 hours.
The White Walkers were at the wall.
At the wall. And this watcher on the wall was having to get in the zone in that moment. It was like everything stops. And thankfully, Jill had kind of like trained me and put me through the ringer to know what to expect. So,
did you have your coffee?
No, didn't have coffee the entire time I was there. But the one thing that I forgot to say, dude, is Jill was like, I want to feel some of the contractions before I get the epidural. But Sherman, it's your job. Make sure that I get on that epidural. I don't want to miss it, blah, blah, blah. When she was sitting at 4 and like contracting really hard, like before they came in to say she was at 10, she's like, I don't know, should I get on the epidural? Should I not? I'm like, in my head, like Rocky 2 or Rocky 4, throwing the damn towel. Like I'm sitting there going, take the epidural right now. Why are we waiting? She's like, I want to finish my yogurt because I can't eat after I have epidural.
That's right. That's what you texted me.
I got the yogurt. I'm force feeding her yogurt. I'm like, finish this freaking yogurt because you like, girl, you got to get the epidural. We get the epidural. They come in. She's at a 10. We got to start pushing. Right before we're about to push, they're like, hey, we don't have an OR room open for Jill in case things go south. So we have to suspend pushing as long as we can, Jill, until an OR room, an operating room, opens up in case things go south. In the meantime, would you want anesthesiologists to come in and give you another hit? Because it seems like you have a lot of discomfort. Jill is like, yes, that was the biggest blessing in disguise. They came in, dude, and mainlined some stuff into Jill. And Jill gives me that look after 15 minutes of getting mainlined with whatever they put in that cocktail. She's like, I'm ready to push. I feel good. Like, I'm ready to go. And they came in. They tell her, hey, you're going to do 3 pushes per round. It looks like this. Dad, you're going to hold feet. The other nurse is going to hold the other foot.
You're holding feet, so you're south of the wall.
I was a watcher on the wall. I was able to see south of the wall where the White Walkers were coming. And I was, north of the wall where the White Walkers are coming. And south of the wall. So I was able to see both. Concentrating on Jill, but also like interested in seeing what's going on down there because midwife was like, Dad, if you want to look, baby's head is literally right there. That was before we even started pushing. And it's because little Scarlett is so small, dude. she just
positioned well.
She knew
her role. She knew her role.
She was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
We're doing this right now. I've never been more proud of Jill. Jill was such a gangster, dude. Like such a stud during the pushing. She did 4 rounds of 3 pushes. And each time, like on the 3rd push, I'd be like, there's not a shot in hell she's going to give it what she did the first 2. The 3rd one would always be the strongest. Scarlett would move the most on the 3rd one. You would hear the midwives go, good, there it is. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, Jill's a beast, dude. She just covered in sweat. And each time just taking the biggest breaths and just bearing down. I was like, God, I'm so proud of her. Like, she's freaking killing it. And then on the 4th round of pushes, Scarlett came out on the 3rd round. Midwife looks at her right before we start the 4th round of pushes and looks at Jill and goes, hey, it's a really cool moment for moms that I can get her out very easily. I'm not worried. I'm going to get her to her torso and you can reach down and physically pull her up if you want to do that. Are you interested in that, Jill? And Jill was like, yeah, I want to do that. She was like, okay, when I tell you, you reach down, you'll grab her and you just bring her to your chest. And on that 3rd push, they got Scarlett out to her torso. She was holding her umbilical cord like Batman doing his, little gun. She comes out like this and Jill just reached down there and grabbed Scarlett and brought her to her chest. It was unreal.
Dude, that is incredible.
I'm looking at my wife like, who are you? Like, that's so sick.
Isn't it wild seeing your wife go through that?
Yes. And I told her, like, beforehand, I don't know, because I don't know childbirth, but I'm like, if there's anybody that can do it, it's you. Like, she's such a pusher. She's such a grinder. She just has that mentality, but she also has a lot of fearfulness and anxiety.
Yeah.
And beforehand, I was like, if anybody's got it, it's you. You're going to destroy this. And then to see her go out on the field and perform like you think she's going to.
Make a coach proud.
Make a coach proud, dude. And then that moment with Scarlett, man. I can send you some pictures, Chef, if you want to put it on the episode, dude. I'm Waterworks, obviously. Y'all saw me last week. Dude, it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's incredible.